Hello, Newport family. It is good to be with you again. We haven't done these in a while.
No.
It's good to be back.
It's good to be back.
We are here because we are beginning a new series, a summer series looking at the book of Exodus. It's an account of how God liberated his people, brought them into the wilderness to develop new patterns with his people, and then tabernacled with them, ended up being with them for the long haul. Really, it's an account of how God made and then remade relationships with his people.
And for those of us who have been in the church, we maybe know a little bit of the Exodus story, but there's parts that we can really easily miss because of the dramatic nature of the whole thing. And so we want to dig in a little bit and really sit in this book throughout the summer. But what's really significant about God's activity is that he is among the people.
Mm-hmm. We too have experienced very dramatic things, specifically over this last pandemic year. And so sometimes it feels like it's just one dramatic thing after another. And there are certain moments that we need to get to put a mark on. Moments that may be dramatic, moments also where we just recognize God's presence with us. And so during our series in Exodus this summer, we want to give you an opportunity to mark those times, those experiences where you have met God in the course of your own personal life and also in the course of our corporate life as a congregation. And so we have these things called stones of remembrance. All throughout Exodus, the people, when God would act with them, they would set up an altar. They would mark that time. And so we will do the same. There is going to be a table in our narthex area with stones and pens where you can tell the story of God's activity in your life and our corporate life together. And we together will build a sort of altar of thanksgiving to God for these stories. And so these stones will mark these events for us.
Another way that we want to invite you into marking the presence of God is as a whole church body, kids all the way up to older adults. We want to be memorizing scripture, and so we'll have 3 key passages we'll be memorizing, and there'll be cards on that same, what we're calling the Exodus table, that you can come and find. If you come this Sunday, we promise there's going to be a great song for you to maybe think about of helping with memorizing the scripture. So this is just another practice for us to mark these things, because really what we want to do is we want to journey together through this story of God's liberation, of the wilderness with God being present to the people in tabernacling with them. So would you join us as we journey this summer?
We can't wait.